Zach and Kaylee, the two of you, have written vows for each other. And I'm going to ask you to read them now.
Kaylee, I could not have asked for the most perfect best friend to spend the rest of my life with. You have made me a better man in every way possible. You have taught me to be more patient, caring, loving, and so much more. What started as a hope and a dream has finally turned into reality. You truly are a gift sent from God Himself. Not only am I the luckiest man in the world to be spending the rest of my life with you, but the world is a much better place with you in it. I promise to keep knowing you, to spend time with me, because I can never get enough. I promise to try to remember that you need to sleep uninterrupted after overnight shifts instead of waking you up at lunch to say hi. I promise to remember to have patience and understanding. I promise to be there to support you through the ups and the downs of this crazy thing we call life. I promise to do everything in my power to be the man you deserve each and every day. I promise to love you with every breath I take, every time I open my eyes, and every time I go to bed. You are my rock, my sturdy foundation. No matter what comes our way, I know that I have you beside me. I cannot describe how excited I am to begin this journey with you, to see what the future has in store, the great things we will accomplish, and the life we will build together. No matter what the future holds for us, I promise to love you, Kaylee, forever and always.
And Kaylee, you have written vows for Zach. I'm going to ask you to read them now as well.
Zachary Daniel Fosler, my fishing partner, my best friend, my smart and handsome, you are my favorite thing. During our second date in Atlanta, I remember texting all of my girlfriends that I felt like I was already in love. Little did I know how those feelings would go every day since then. You've shown me the sweetest love. You're patient and kind no matter what comes our way. I'm forever grateful that God gave me such an amazing man. Everything that I want to do in my life, I want to do it with you. Everywhere we will travel and all the milestones we will have, I want to do it with you by my side. At At my bridal shower, Grandma Betty said, "There is nothing better than growing old with the person you've spent your life with, and that is what I want with you." I promise that our summer date nights can be spent on the lake. I promise to always support you in your dreams. I promise no matter what comes our way, I promise you will never go through it alone. And lastly, I promise to never stop loving you.
Yeah, Zach, you may kiss your bride.
How's everybody doing tonight? So I'm Lincoln, and I somehow got chosen to be the best man. Remember Zach's big lifted truck, the one that he dang near needed a step stool to get into? I think his mom called it his redneck truck. Well, the first time I ever met Zach, he had just come flying across Lake Bemidji to park on the ice in the wintertime. And I thought to myself, the guy who jumps out of that truck is going to be about 5 foot tall. And cocky as all get out. And of course, it was Zach. We just so happened to have an accounting class together. And as time went on, we started talking about fishing. And it was our passion for fishing that really brought us together. I wasn't from the Bemidji area. And with him growing up here, well, I got to learn all his secret spots, so who wouldn't be best friends with him? Well, anyways, we've been on a lot of adventures. Everywhere from Red Lake and -40 in a blizzard, to fishing on Lake Bemidji with 4-foot poles. Duck hunting in some of the most remote spots someone can get. To skipping snowmobiles across slush buckets to catch some giant bluegills that we later discovered didn't exist. Sturgeon fishing on the Rainy River, where we went from ice suits to t-shirts and back to ice suits within 4 hours. You could say that he's dragged me into a lot of places people would almost never willingly go, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I mean, he is my best friend. Through it all, there are only 2 things that have ever truly surprised me when it comes to Zach Boffer. The first being when he moved to Atlanta. I never thought in a million years he could make it through a whole summer without walleye fishing. But he did. The second surprising thing that Zach has ever done was the reason he came back. He called me late one night and said, "Hey man, I'm going to move back to Bemidji." And after I calmed down a little bit, because I was excited to get my best friend back in town, I asked him why. And he said, "For a girl." Which I immediately said, no way. Well, as we all can see, that gamble truly paid off. And that brings me to my next thing. Life takes you unexpected places, but love brings you home. Zach is one of the best people I know, and he'd give the shirt off his back for any one of us here tonight. And I know he couldn't have found a better woman to marry than the one sitting next to him. So cheers to the bride and groom. To many happy years and fishing adventures.
Alright, hello everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. I need to say a few words about our beautiful bride, Kaylee. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Claire. I am Kaylee's maid of honor and best friend. I have been in Kaylee's life since 5th grade. For context, at that time in our lives, we were bopping the Baby by Justin Bieber and watching Twilight like every single weekend. From there, we really grew up together side by side. From middle school shenanigans to summer camp to high school to that first drive with your driver's license. We've been together through all the ups and downs of life in between. Kaylee? Best friend I broke the house for. I don't know how I got so lucky to have you as my best friend. You are one of the most caring, funny, smart, and dedicated people that I've ever met. And having you in my life all these years has filled my life with so much joy and fun. Thank you for laughing with me until we wheeze. Thank you for driving me to high school every day. Thank you for sharing all of your crazy nursing stories. I love seeing your face light up when you talk about them. Thank you for making the 4-hour trip from Liberty to the cities. And sit on the bench and cry with me after Mrs. Phillips. Thank you for loving me and choosing me as your best friend all these years. I cherish the memories we have, and I can't wait for the one we get to make. Obviously, I can go on and on about Kaylee. Now, I want to talk about Zach. I'm totally So, it's spring of 2019, and Kaylee visits me in Barcelona. We're catching up, having a great time, drinking sangria, and she casually mentions that she's talking to this guy. And I try pressing her for more details, and she brushes me off. Claire, don't worry about it, he's not hot shit. Okay. So Kaylee goes home, a few weeks go by, and I randomly get this text to Claire. I'm flying out to Atlanta for the weekend to see this guy. And I'm like, who? So anyways, in the course of that weekend, through texts and photos and Snapchats, I kind of secondhand witnessed Kaylee falling head over heels in love with Zach. And it was the most passionate and heartfelt and honest and vulnerable thing I've ever witnessed. We FaceTimed at one point and Kaylee was glowing. And I remember thinking, wow, she has found what she didn't even know she was missing. Since then, I've seen Kaylee not only fall in love with Zach, but fall in love with his siblings and his family. I've seen her fall in love with fishing and camping, which I could never get Kaylee to sleep in a tent in the middle of the woods. So Zach, you must have something I don't have. I've seen Kaylee and Zach just jump headfirst into starting their lives together in the most fun, adventurous, seize the moment kind of way. And it warms my heart that this is just the beginning of their beautiful marriage. Kaylee, you are a once-in-a-lifetime friend, and I'm here to say congrats on your once-in-a-lifetime marriage. Kaylee and Zach, I hope you will always find new ways to laugh, love, and care for each other. I love you both. Cheers to the bride and groom.
Yeah, get it, Ollie. Woo!
Hi everyone, my name is Rachel. In case you don't know me, I am Zach's younger sister and now Kaylee's sister-in-law. Growing up with an older brother was both a blessing and at what times felt like a curse. Sure, I always had someone to teach me how to be competitive, hence the Fargo story we got a little preview of at the ceremony. I'll give you a little background, I don't think it was enough. One Christmas, Zach received a game of Farkle in his stocking. The entire family was sitting around the table playing, and I pulled a move Zach was not thrilled about. He decided he had enough. The game was over. In his hasty state, he packed up all the pieces, stood up, looked me in the eye, and said, "You know what, Rachel? Go to jail." Apparently, offhand, that's the best and witty answer he could come up with. Kaylee, if you find yourself in an argument with Zach, just know, take the comfort that if you come up with anything better than go to jail, you will win. Anyways, Zach was helpful in many ways. He could help with homework when mom and dad couldn't, and he always brought his few friends over. But I was also forced into sweaty hockey gear, still told to stand in front of a net, and had hockey pucks thrown at me over and over again. If you want proof, ask my mom. There was a peaceful trip to the fair in Black Guy once. I always joked that I thought Zach would be the last one married. Maybe that's a typical sibling thought. Yet he completely shocked us with Kaylee. It was hard for me to picture someone coming into our crazy, loud, and hectic family and embracing it all with open arms. But Kaylee did it with such grace. The thought of someone wanting to help raise little siblings, deal with Zach's lame jokes, and practicing Zach's duck call. But she did it so well. It's annoying. Something I think that is very reflective of Zach and Kaylee's love for each other is the moment I knew Kaylee was the one for Zach. I was living in Montana at the time, and Zach was in Atlanta. I think it's safe to say we both love our family very much, but at times there were longer stretches we didn't connect. I think that comes with the chaos and commotion of life. I tease Zach because he's terrible at answering his phone. Thankfully, we have Kaylee to call now. One Sunday, I was home preparing for the week ahead, and I got an incoming FaceTime call from Zach. To say I was shocked was an understatement. I thought someone was hurt or something was wrong. But after a few minutes of chit-chatting, he began word vomiting all the things about Kaylee that he enjoyed. He talked about the dates he took her on when she visited him in Atlanta, the hikes they went on, and the fancy restaurants he brought her to. He began sending me pictures of them together just to add the comment, "Doesn't she look so beautiful?" I had not seen this side of my brother ever, and I never had a conversation of this sort with him. We did not talk about this stuff together. I knew he was in love with Kaylee, and I hadn't even met her yet. I think it's important to find someone you can share yourself with, while also allowing yourself the opportunity of growth and finding a partner you can do that with. I had always known Zach to be firm, and what I would sometimes describe as hard around the edges. Kaylee coming into our lives had been one of God's biggest blessings. She softened Zach's heart, opened up his mind to new perspectives, and truthfully helped deepen and strengthen my own relationship with my brother. The union of these two today was not merely happenstance. God crosses paths and built relationships. He has blessed us all with the excitement of new friends, family, and love. I'll close this speech with an excerpt of Robert Frost that I think encapsulates Zach and Kaylee's love very well. We love the things we love for what they are. To Zach and Kaylee, congratulations on navigating your through life's hills and valleys, to find yourself in this exact moment, together, married. I wish you both nothing but a firm foundation in love, in God, and the development of a beautiful life together. Congratulations, I love you both. Also to Zach, thanks for finding me a new best friend. She's pretty great. Cheers.
We want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's an emotional night, a lot of fun, very exciting. I know a lot of you guys travel from far distances to be here, time crunches and everything. So thanks for coming out tonight to support Kaylee and I. It's not over yet, so thanks for about to start.
Thank you.
Thank you.